Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. It's this top note pouch, and look what's inside the pouch. There are 3 little Hershey's chocolates that are decorated as well. I did not create this pouch idea, another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator did, and when I saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to change up a little bit about what she did and show you for today's video. Here's what you need to gather together to make this top note pouch. You're going to use your Big Shot, your 2 standard cutting pads, your square lattice textured impressions embossing folder, and your top note die. For cardstock, I used Whisper White, Basic Gray, and the Love Impressions Designer Series paper. This paper is featured in the Occasions mini catalog on page 7. There it is there. So you'll want to pull out your Occasions mini catalog and have a look at it. It's great designer series paper that goes far beyond Valentine's Day. I also used the red glimmer paper. Love this paper. 2 sheets for $3.95. You can't get anything better than that. I used 3 different punches. I used the heart out of the punch pack. I used the full heart punch and the word window punch. I used 1 ink color. I used my Basic Gray Classic ink. I used the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set. If you don't have this stamp set, you really should consider it. It has so many uses. It's amazing. I used my ribbon cutting scissors and my real red satin ribbon. And then for adhesive, I used my Anywhere glue stick, I used sticky strip, and I used my snail adhesive. All right, I'll clear off my desktop here, and I'll be back in a moment to show you how to create the top note pouch. All right, I'm back, and I'm going to show you how to create the top note pouch. First thing you're going to do is take both your Love Impressions Designer Series paper and your Basic Gray cardstock, put one on top of the other, and put it on the top note die. Great part about using the Big Shot and the dies is that you can do multiple layers at one time. So it saves you a little bit of time, especially if you're making a bunch of these for some co-workers at the office or for family members or maybe for your child to take to school for Valentine's Day. All right, so the sandwich is the bottom cutting pad, the top note die, your Basic Gray and Love Impressions Designer Series paper, and then your top cutting pad, and then just run it through the Big Shot. Then, before I put my Big Shot away, what I want to do is bring in my snail adhesive, and I want to adhere the Love Impressions, let me do this where you can see it, the Love Impressions top note to the Basic Gray. So you're going to glue them together using your snail adhesive. Then bring back in your Big Shot, and this time you're going to use your platform on tab 1, your bottom standard cutting pad, and then put your top note inside the Textured Impressions embossing folder. I always put my open end through first, and then the top cutting pad, and then run that through. Requires a little muscle today. There we go. All right, and what that does is it actually texturizes, using the square lattice embossing folder, it texturizes the top note, which is really neat. It just adds another dimension to this gift idea. All right, now let me bring in my original, and I'll show you what I did next. Next thing I did was I folded this in half, and then, let me just open it up a little bit here. All right. So using my paper cutter and my scoring blade, I did a little scoring lines after measuring the width of the nuggets. I took some scrap Love Impressions Designer Series paper, wrapped it around my nuggets so it decorates them a little bit and covers up the nugget name, I guess. And then what I did was I took my sticky strip and I sticky stripped some ribbon, real red satin ribbon. Underneath, I sticky stripped my nuggets on top of the inside of the top note so they wouldn't fall out. Then I closed it up and then I tied it in a knot. Then to decorate the front, all I did was I used my basic gray scrap cardstock, punched out a heart using the full heart punch. Then I stamped and punched out the Just For You on scrap Whisper White. I adhered it to the front of the heart and then I just trimmed it so it looks like it's the same shape as the heart. It's not hanging over the edge. And then to complete it, I just added a punched red glimmer paper heart using the little punch, the heart punch from the punch pack. And then I just adhered it to the front of my project using the Anywhere glue stick. Anytime you're going to glue cardstock onto textured cardstock, I would use the Anywhere glue stick. It just seems to work better. And that's it. Isn't that cute? It's a great idea. Wish I could say I invented it, but you all know that we share ideas with each other as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators so that then we can turn around and share them with you. For a complete list of the supplies I used and the measurements for this project, please go to my blog, www.nutsaboutstamping.com. While you're on my blog, you can subscribe to my free customer newsletters. They come out twice a month and they show you all sorts of different project ideas that I don't feature on my blog any other place. Or you can ask me a question or place an order through my online store, which is open 24/7. I'm Terry. I'm nuts about stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.